Hello everyone, my name is Lucas Cao. Today, I'm going to talk about the progress that have been made and the things that haven't really changed at all in mechanical engineering within the last century. When it comes to mechanical engineering, most people's first impressions are that we are a bunch of nerds who design and work on machines. If we ask 10 random people on the street what they think mechanical engineers work on, 9 of 10 will probably say cars or airplanes, which is pretty stereotypical but still kind of true. But has that always been the case? Have we always been known as working on cars and airplanes? Mechanical engineering has grown significantly over the last century thanks to the invention of computers. In the past, calculations demand a lot of time and effort and sometimes prevent engineers from fully working on things they want to. Along with the development of computers, many fields that require precise, extensive calculations are now made available. Some examples of tools and benefits that computer systems provide these days are computer aided design, computational fluid dynamics, and finite element analysis. Now, instead of spending countless hours to calculate, let's just say, a system of differential equations, we can shift the focus toward ideas and principles and how we think about them. An example of something that wasn't realistic before is the production of wind power on a large scale. Thanks to the computer processing ability, we can analyze the way wind flows against wind turbines and determine the most efficient geometric structure. Just like wind turbines, numerous groundbreaking research were made practical on virtue of the computers. Similarly, safety standards have also undergone improvements within the last century. Consider the case of the Bronx Whitestone Bridge in New York, the United States. Engineers noticed the bridge was oscillating in the wind. However, it took them until the Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapsed in 1939 for them to finally reinforce the Bronx. Disaster like the Tacoma Bridge weren't just meant to be. They served lessons for us to improve on the safety standard codes. We learn from the mistake and we do our best to prevent it from ever happening again. Keeping in mind of what has changed over the last century, we ask, what has not changed? It's not an easy answer for this question because we have made progress in virtually every field of mechanical engineering, ranging from fluid mechanics to kinematics to dynamics. The one thing that has stayed the same, not only throughout the past century but throughout the history of engineering, is that all progress was made to serve mankind's best interests. Think back to the first bicycle, the first airplane, the first high-speed rail. These inventions were created so that people can travel anywhere they want on a realistic timeline. Now, likewise, the automation process made it much safer to produce goods on an industrial scale for consumption. Nowadays, research in nanotechnology, biomedical, and other healthcare related fields has allowed people to live longer and in much more comfort than ever before. To sum up, engineering has always been about advancing the causes and goals of society. In fact, the first point of a bigger code of ethics demand an engineer, in the area of practice, to hold paramount the welfare of the public. Next up, I want to wrap this up and talk about my conclusion. The practice of mechanical engineering has changed greatly over the past century, most noticeably in the shift toward much more calculation-heavy subjects. Also, many safety standards were added to further emphasize the importance of human life. However, the main idea behind mechanical engineering has always been the same. That is to uphold and to improve on the public welfare.